it's me, Rose again, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel, Rose Reads. Today, I have a book that I love so much that the first time I read it, I wanted to hug it. And I hope that you all love it as much as I did. It's called The Invisible Boy by Trudy Ludwig, and it was illustrated by Patrice Barton. And let's go ahead and get started. The Invisible Boy by Trudy Ludwig, illustrated by Patrice Barton. Can you see Brian, the invisible boy? Even Mrs. Carlotti has trouble noticing him in her classroom. She's too busy dealing with Nathan and Sophie. Nathan has problems with what Miss Carlotti calls volume control. He uses his outside voice inside too much. Sophie whines and complains when she doesn't get her way. Nathan and Sophie take up a lot of space. Brian doesn't. When the bell rings for recess, Micah and JT take turns choosing kids for their kickball teams. The best players get picked first. Then the best friends of the best players. Then the friends of the best friends. Only Brian is left, still waiting and hoping. JT glances in Brian's direction and just as quickly looks away. We've got enough players for each team, he yells to the others. Let's play ball. In the cafeteria, Madison and her friends talk about her birthday party. The rope swing over the pool was awesome, says JT. Yeah, so was the water slides, adds Fiona. That was the best pool party ever. I'm so glad you guys had fun, says Madison. Everybody did, except Brian. He wasn't invited. At choosing time, while the other kids play board games and read, Brian sits at his table doing what he loves to do best. He draws fire-breathing dragons scaling tall buildings, space aliens locked in intergalactic battles, greedy pirates digging for treasure, and superheroes with the power to make friends wherever they go. Over here, there's a person saying, "Thank you for toasting my marshmallow," to the fire-breathing dragon, and then the alien's just saying, I got you now. And then the pirates is just saying, "Crackers! Arrgh! Yay!" Then the superhero down here is saying, "Hi," and then his new friend is saying, "Hi friend, have a cookie." On Monday morning, Miss Carlotti introduces Justin, a new student, to the class. Brian smiles shyly at him. Some of the other kids sneak looks at Justin, trying to figure out if he's cool enough to be their friend. They haven't quite made up their minds yet. At lunch, Madison and JT watch Justin eat with chopsticks. "What's that?" asks Madison as she points at Justin's food. It's bulgogi." What?" "Bulgogi. It's Korean barbecued beef. My grandma made it for me. It's really good. Do you want to try some?" "There's no way I'd eat boogergy." And the kids laugh. All of them, that is, except Brian. He sits there wondering which is worse, being laughed at or feeling invisible. The next day, when Justin goes to his cubby to put away his backpack, he notices a piece of paper with his name on it. Justin: "I thought the bulgogi looked good." Brian: "Yum." At morning recess, Brian finds a piece of chalk on the ground and starts drawing away. "You're Brian, right?" "Yeah. Thanks for the note." "Hey, Justin," Emilio calls out from the tetherball court. "You're up next." "Sorry, I gotta go," says Justin. "By the way, that's a really cool drawing," he adds before taking off. Look, some of Brian's colors coming on. Back in class, Miss Carlotti asked the kids to team up in 2s or 3s for a special project. The kids scurry around the room to pair off. Brian heads towards Justin. "I'm already with Justin," says Emilio. "Find someone else." Brian looks at the floor, wishing he could draw a hole right there to swallow him up. Miss Carlotti said, "We can have up to 3 people in our group. We're only 2. Come on, Emilio. Let him work with us." "Okay, I guess." Miss Carlotti gives the class directions for the project. Your assignment is to work together to write a story about what you see in that photograph. Use your imagination and have fun. "Whoa, cool," says Emilio. "What kind of people do you think live in houses like that?" "I don't know, but I bet Brian could draw them to go with our story," says Justin. Brian smiles as he takes out his lucky pen. Look, Brian's color's all the way full. Here's them deciding what to draw. Here's them cutting out paper, writing their story, and drawing. And then here's them presenting in class. It's lunchtime again, Brian's least favorite part of the day. Another 20 long minutes of kids talking and laughing with everyone else but him. "Brian!" he hears someone shout. "Hey, Brian, over here!" Brian turns and sees Justin waving him over. Emilio nods at Brian as he makes room for him at the table. "Cookie? Thanks." Maybe, just maybe, Brian's not so invisible after all. The end. So I hope you all loved that book as much as I did the first time that I read it. And I hope you're all wanting to reach through your screens and hug the book like I did. So this is a great story to, if you're a parent, show your kid, or if you're a teacher, to show your classroom so that kids understand what it feels like to be that kid in the back of the class, or that kid who just is always left alone at the lunch table that no one wants to talk to. In fact, there's this thing going on at my school. It's called the Nobody Sits Alone movement. Because in high school, whenever we're all from different grades and different classes, and you're not always going to be in the same lunch as your friends, the Interact Club decided to make a movement so that lunchtime, which could be one of the scariest times in your high school day, can be one of the best times, because you know that you won't have to sit alone and eat your lunch by yourself. And I think this is great, and personally, I wish that every school could have this, because it would make a lot less kids feel lonely and like an outcast. So I hope you all enjoyed this book. I know I did. And bye, everyone!